run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment, that's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Bigger batter, petty don't matter. Far as that tell a tatter, I pray to God they rather tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should've been to prison. No boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player male. Say, what you talking that monkey. Get about my face, wearing that monkey.
Today, from the Caesars Superdome.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by the ninth-year starter out of Fresno State, Derek Carr. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Carr. Again, it's Johnson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Carr. There's Chris Olave. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 15 carries, 70 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. The Raiders at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Carr to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Bridgewater's throw taken in by Adams. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Saints to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. On play action, now Carr. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they did.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. They go with Jacobs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the field.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20. Right?
Showed a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yep. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw it. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by Olave. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. From midfield, here's Carr. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The Carr's throw complete there to Johnson. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Carr to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are...
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Lets this go for Renfro downfield, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. That's caught by Myers. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this 1st half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that 1st half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On the ground, Jacobs will get the 3rd quarter started. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Bridgewater. He hits Adams, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Bridgewater's throw into the hands of Hooper. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Over the middle, he's got Myers. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Austin Hooper from 4 yards out. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Carr. Thomas has got it, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's Kamara off the draw. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Kamara try the right side. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Carr. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's got Hooper on the short connection. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now Carr. Touchdown! Michael Thomas from 4 yards out. And the Saints have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. Carr will look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Las Vegas' offense back out there, ready to go. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Dante Fowler in on the stop. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Bridgewater to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Bridgewater here to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders will add to their fourth quarter lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So Derek Carr in the offense. Down by 9. 1:04 on the clock. Carr. It's complete. Kamara. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Throwing his Carr. And the Raiders have got him. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. Now Carr. This is Smith with a grab. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Las Vegas, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Saints, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.